Okay, so now we're going to go over example one. Okay, so this is saying if you're given the parent function, I want you to find f of x minus 5. So this is actually really simple. Don't let this function notation um, confuse you. All you're doing, remember, with function notation is replacing this x with x minus 5. So basically what that looks like, well, now we're just going to look at 1 over x minus 5 instead of 1 over x. All right. So the first thing you do, you're going to go and basically look and see what the transformations are. And remember, x minus 5, that's going to go to the right 5. All right. All the transformations are consistent. Nothing really changes. Okay. So if it's the negative 5, you have to take the opposite. So it would be going right 5. All right. So that's important. So what that's going to do, that's going to send the vertical asymptote, it's going to shove it over to the right 5. Okay. So your vertical asymptote is going to be this red line right here, x equals 5. Now remember, the only transformation here is to the right 5. This does not move up or down whatsoever. So that means the horizontal asymptote stays put at y equals 0, just like the parent function. Okay. So basically, you can go and look at the graph. Okay. So if we go and bring up the graphing calculator, the black function that I have, that's the parent function. That's 1 over x. And then the red function is just the 1 over x minus 5. It just shoves the parent function over to the right 5 units. So something very important, if we go and look at the way you have to type these in, so you can see y1, you have 1 over x, that's the parent function. But right below it, I have 1 divided by the quantity x minus 5. So when you're going to put something in the denominator, you have to surround it in parentheses. And that's the proper way to put this in the graphing calculator. So whenever you need to take a look at the graphing calculator, I'll go ahead and just put the function in so you can see what that looks like. So going back to the notes to explain the rest of it. Okay, so the x values, right? If you look at the x values, basically, from the left, okay, so we're going to start at negative infinity for the domain. I'm going to stop at that vertical asymptote, which is 5, so we have 5 right there. Okay, got to use that union symbol again. Start up at 5 and go on forever, so it's from 5 to infinity. With the range, what we're going to do is look at that from the bottom down here. So we start at negative infinity. This time I'm going to stop at the horizontal asymptote, which is at 0. So you got negative infinity to 0. And then we're going to restart at 0 to infinity. You get that. You join those with the union sign. They're working together. And then the end behavior. Okay, so as the x values get bigger, so that would be like right here. The y values are getting close to 0. And as the x values get close to negative infinity, which means they're getting smaller, those are also approaching y equals 0. So you're working with the horizontal asymptote here. And so that is example 1. And I'm going to stop right here.